Hi everybody, it's me, Melissa Harrigan, and I'm doing my video on Chapter 6, Nonverbal Communication. The first thing I think of when I think of nonverbal communication is body language and the way that people move their hands or make facial expressions when they're talking to you. Another form of nonverbal communication is when somebody emphasizes words. For example, we use nonverbal communication every day. The way that I said every is an example of nonverbal communication. We literally every single day use nonverbal communication to talk to one another. I'm going to talk about body movement. Now, body movement is a type of nonverbal communication. The study of body position and motion is called kinesics. Then, under body movement, there's another category called body orientation, which is the degree to which we face toward or away from someone with our body, feet, and head. So when you're facing somebody and you're looking right at them, that shows that you are interested in the conversation, you want to be a part of it. Now when somebody comes over and you look to the side or you turn your body and turn the direction that you're looking, that shows that you have a desire to avoid the entire conversation. Posture is also a great way to give off nonverbal communication. So if you are tense and really uncomfortable looking, it's showing that you feel threatened or uncomfortable in the situation. If you are relaxed, it shows that you're not threatened, you're comfortable with the conversation, you're interested in continuing it. Gestures, movements of the hands and arms. So social scientists claim that gestures were the first form of communication preceding speech by tens of thousands of years. Me, personally, I talk with my hands. I'm always using my hands to explain what I'm saying. Whether it be giving directions or just moving my hands when I talk. I do it a lot. Illustrators are movements that accompany speech but do not stand on their own. For example, pointing when you're giving directions, saying, oh, you make this turn, or you go this way, or it's right down the street, and you point and you move your hands to show what you mean. Illustrators are talking with your hands, which I said I do clearly a lot. Emblems are deliberate nonverbal behaviors that have a precise meaning and are known by virtually everyone within a social group. So when you're talking to somebody and you ask them a question, a yes or no question, when they nod, that means yes, and when they shake their head, that means no. That's something that virtually everybody knows. However, not all gestures are the same all over the place. Giving the thumbs up is great here. That means good job, but in other places, thumbs up is the equivalent of the middle finger. Here, the middle finger means something bad, and in other cultures, it means something good. Then there's adapters, which is unconscious bodily movements in response to the environment. Like when you're cold and you cross your arms and you're shivering, that shows that you're cold. But folding your arms like this when you're talking to somebody can also show that you are cold to the other person and you're not really comfortable talking to them, or you're upset with them, or you're angry with them. You see this a lot. Some people do it just out of habit, just to stand with your arms crossed, but next time you're doing it, think about it, because you could be telling other people that you're not comfortable talking to them, or you're not interested in anything they're saying. Manipulators are self-touching behaviors. For example, I'm playing with my wristband. It's just nervousness or uncomfortable, or it can show that you're extremely comfortable, or it could show that you're dishonest, or there's many different things that things can show. Don't always assume that if somebody's twitching or snapping or something that they're lying to you, even though sometimes they might be. So it's really hard. You just have to know the person that you're talking to figure them out. The next topic I'm going to talk about is your face and your eyes. These are the most noticeable parts of the body, but are not the easiest to read for two reasons. The many different ways to express the eyes and face, and the speed in which we change these expressions. There are 8 distinguishable positions of eyebrows and forehead, 8 of eyelids and eyes, and 10 positions of just the lower face. Think of all the facial expressions that you could do on a daily basis. Even just talking right now, I raise my eyebrows when I get excited, or I can lower my eyebrows, or you can frown, or you can smile. I mean, there's so many different things that you could do with your face that portray how you're feeling or what's going on in your head. It's nonverbal communicators to explain your conversation and how you're trying to convey yourself. Also the speed. So there's this thing called micro-expressions, which is a brief facial expression. Some expressions show more clearly. Happiness and surprise you can see in the eyes and the lower face. Anger comes in the lower face and the eyebrows and your forehead. As you can see, somebody angry would do it like this. Fear and sadness is normally in the eyes. You could tell by looking at somebody's eyes if they're scared or if they're upset. And then disgust you can mainly see in the lower face. You can tell when somebody's disgusted with something. Now, genuine facial expressions only last 5 seconds. That's it. So your face changes every 5 seconds when you're when it's genuine. Sorry. But when somebody's facial expression lasts longer than 5 seconds, you tend to think that it's fake or they're trying too hard. For example, if you're talking to somebody and they keep their smile on the entire time, you're not going to believe their smile is genuine. Next, when you meet someone's glance, you are showing them that you want to be involved in the conversation. I am really big on trying to keep eye contact when I'm interested in what somebody's saying. I will admit that sometimes I find myself looking away, but it shows positive feelings, but it can also show dominance when you're constantly staring into somebody's eyes. Now, when you look away from someone, then you want to avoid the conversation. It shows negative feelings, but it also can show that you're submissive. Waitresses receive better tips when they keep eye contact, and I think it's because when a waitress looks you in the eye when she talks to you, it makes you feel more comfortable and safe, and makes you feel like she's more honest, I think, in my opinion. If a waitress were to come over and she were to just look away every 5 seconds, I don't know if I would trust her with my food as much, but that's what they say. Waitresses receive better tips when they keep eye contact. I think that might... Yeah, so basically, body language has many ways of showing itself, whether it's body movement or your face or your eyes, or the other various, and there's a wide array of different ways to give off nonverbal communication that I have in my PowerPoint. So I hope you enjoyed the video and learned some information. Thank you so much. Bye.